Well, hello there. Guess what? Another repair project. So, been having problems with my TV, sometimes being fuzzy on cable and sometimes on the antenna as well. So called Tiffin, and Tiffin's repair TV guy said you need a new switch because we tested it, did a bypass from the cable, did direct link to it. It worked great. So he knew then that the switch was bad. So I ordered a new switch, got it in today, and I'm gonna put this baby in. So here we go. Alright, so I kind of wanted to give you an idea before I start doing stuff. Just kind of an idea of what to look at and what you're going to have to do. So there's these two wood panels right here on my 2018. Yours might be a little different, but this is the way our 2018 37PA is set up. So you have multiple screws in here, probably about 6-7 screws you're going to have to take out. And this will pull these two wooden panels out of the way so you can get to the wires. Second thing is your switch, your two-way switch. You're gonna have to pull these two screws out, and this thing will pull right out. So hopefully I'll capture some of this and get it. All right, so I wanted to let you see what it's like when you take these two wooden panels out, so you can kind of see what's in there. Got your wires running. You got everything from surround sound, cable, antenna, and your cable out to the TVs. And also you have a hot and a ground wire. And again, you pull this out. Sorry, I'm doing this without my sidekick. Anyway, you pull this out, get some wires coming. Get some things exposed so you can work on it. And so you can see there's multiple wires here. And it's kind of a weird setup to me. It seemed like it'd be a little cleaner, but it's not. The Tiffin expert, he actually kind of walked me through it real quick, so I have a pretty good idea what I got to do. One thing I'm going to do, I do have a hot and a ground right here that have to be hooked up, so I'm going to try to use the existing wires that are there, because if not, I've got to go buy something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it, but if I have any issues, I'll go back through and I will change it. As you can see, your hot and your ground are hooked right here. So I'm going to try to use the existing right now. And again, if it gives me any fuzziness or anything like that, I'll replace the wires and make it right. So. Okay, here's where we're at. So we've unhooked everything except the wires right here. We haven't clipped the wires to it yet. So I'm going to clip these off and unhook it. I'm going to try to capture it with a one arm here. And there you have it. There's the part. Alright, so as you can see, the rig is closed up right now, so we're staying at my mother-in-law's, kind of mooch stocking off her right now. So it's closed up, so I'm still trying to do some of these projects and knock them out. Again, here's the old switch with all the connections. Anyway, took it off pretty simple, obviously take it off. Here is the new switch that we have. And it is, I want to make sure I tell you which part if you have the same problem. It is a splitter 12 volt two-way on-off switch. It's part number 34545, 34545 for Tiffin. So if you have to put this up, I would tell you on the back of it, it has a place for cable, antenna, and then the cable out. So and it has a power and a ground. That's really all there is. So it's pretty simple. You won't hook the surround sound back up, and what that won't allow you to do is it won't allow you to play surround sound with the AM FM stereo working. So it's not a big deal for us. We use Spotify and some other things anyway, so typically I don't do that. And he said this is a better switch, and so that's what we're going with. Anyway, the other tricky part is we're not really going to be able to test this for a few more days, but I want to go ahead and get it hooked up And one of the challenges I found is most of the cables are marked, but I do have the one that's cable is not marked. So I know it's one of two, and so I'm gonna use the one I think it is. And the technician at Tiffin told me it won't hurt it if I'm wrong. So if I get to my next spot and hook in the cable, it doesn't work, then I'll just pull the panel back out and pull those two wooden panels back out, and then I will just switch those cables. So it shouldn't be a big deal, he said. So I think I know which one it probably is, but there's no way to do it until we actually hook back in the cable. Here we go. Okay, as you can see, I've maneuvered it in there. So the challenge I had was one of the cables, coax cables, was too short, but we were able to maneuver it enough to get it on this switch. But if I had to pull the switch out for any reason, I'm going to get probably a 12-inch piece of cable and just try to fix that problem, because it makes it very difficult to work in here. But anyway, we did hook everything up. Power does work to it. As you can see, we don't know if it worked because until we hook in the cable, hopefully at our next location in a few days, we'll hook in, and if it doesn't work, I'm going to pull this back out and switch the cable and the cable out. And that's what the technician at Tiffin told me would work. Only thing I need to do now is put these boards back in here, and we're good to go.
Until we test.
Until we test. So here's the way our boards was set up. It's not ideal, but this is what they did. Goes in like that. These are not regular screws, as you can see, or can't see. There you have it, it's back in. So again, if this doesn't work with the cable because one of my cables were not labeled, then I will take this right back out. I will pull this back out. I will switch those two cables, and hopefully it'll work.